Hey guys, this is Short Circuit here. Today I'm going to show you how to take apart one of these 1985 Nintendo Zappers. These things are pretty cool. They were used with the original not the Super Nintendo. Maybe it was. No, it wasn't. This is with the original Nintendo gaming system, the NES. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to take it apart. So if yours breaks or anything like that, I'll show you how to take it apart so that way you know. First off, you want to move these three Phillips head screws. What you'll need is a Phillips head screwdriver. It's basic size. Mine in the kit that my screwdriver set is in is called PH1 tip. So that's the size of the tip. But normal standard Phillips head screwdriver will work on this. So go ahead and remove those real quick. Okay, and then these little side panels will come off on each side. Okay, now there's another screw right here, sort of under it that you can't really see. And then you have two screws on the barrel of the gun, and then you have two right here on the handle. These two on the handle are going to be the same Phillips size. Alright, once you get those two out, let's go ahead and get this one at the top up here. Should be pretty shiny because it wasn't on the outside of the gun. It was covered up by those panels. Alright, after that, you have these two screws up here. Both yours should look kind of funny, like a hexagon shape or whatever, but you can use a flat head on them because they're like security screws. Mine right here was all rusted and corroded out, so I had to drill a hole through the screw and pull the screw out, and I replaced it with a Phillips head, so now it's a lot easier to get it out instead of having to use the flat head. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then the flathead size I use is called 2.0. It's just a pretty decent size flathead. I don't know what else to call it. You just stick it on top and then you unscrew it. And that'll be all the screws in the frame of your gun. These are the two different screw sizes you'll have in the gun. You'll have the Phillips head and then you'll have the flathead one, or the security screw. Okay, then after that, this thing will just lift right off and you can see the beauty inside. Okay, let's see here if I can get a close up. Right here, you have a weight, just to make the gun weighted. I don't know why, I guess so that way it's not super light. Down here, you also have another weight. Alright, and then you have right here, don't lose this little plastic piece right here. I mean, it's not very important, but if you lose it, then you'll have a hole in your gun, and dirt and all kinds of other stuff can get inside of your gun and mess it up. Okay, then right here, I'm thinking this is some kind of heat sink to keep it from heating up and stuff, and also kind of a shield. Right there you've got your I can't even think of the word right now. It's the transmitter. Can't even think of what it's called. The word is lost in my head, but I can't think of it. But if you have any problems with your guns, first thing I would always check is make sure the cables are good, and then make sure your capacitors aren't bloated. And then you see this cable right here? That can pull out pretty simply, and that goes to your power, and that helps power it, and it goes to your game console. It goes all the way, you can follow these cables all the way down here. And then your switch cables right there are soldered onto the board. They go to this switch, and we'll take out this switch plate so that way you can see the mechanics to the switch. And then your cables to your game go all the way down here. That powers the gun, and also it sends the programming to the game. Okay, first off, let's go ahead and take out these big screws. You're going to have 3 Phillips head screws and 5 of the flatheads. So let's go ahead and take those out. Alright, once you get all those off, you take off this little plate cover thing, and then you have the mechanics to your switch. Alright, let's take a look here. that black thing up there, that's your switch. If I can get the camera still. That thing right there, that's your switch. And what it does is you push this, and you see right up there, it kind of, once it hits the springs right, it slips off, and that's when you shoot. I think mine might be broken. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it needs to stay pushed down. But once it slides off that little groove up there, that's when it shoots. So I'm sure there's ways you can mod this, like put in smaller springs or something like that. That'll give you a faster trigger pull. But I mean, it's already pretty quick. You may throw in some WD-40 or something like that to smoothen it out. But anyways, you just put it back together the way you took it apart. Just rewatch the video if you need help putting it together. But I hope y'all like my first teardown video of the 1985 Nintendo Zapper.